is now live. Let's talk about it. Let's talk all about it. Did I share this in the chat yet? I don't think I did I? Nope, I didn't. It's like at the top. For those that want to pop in over there. Like I said, we're gonna start on the index. We're gonna analyze as many companies as they let us do. Let's see what these things is looking like right now. Um, Now I'm gonna explain the new like logic for you guys. I'm gonna explain the new logic to you guys, and we're gonna go from there. Right, I'm changing the link at the top right now. All right, the link at the top will now go to what's up, TJ? Link at the top will now go to the Twitch. All right, for those that want to pop in over there. All right. Make sure I got a pen with some ink in it. I'll be running these pens down. That pen I just opened up the other day, and I wrote all the ink out of that thing. Crazy. All right. Y'all ready to rock? You ready to do this? Let me move y'all over here. Chime in anytime y'all want. Let me know what y'all thinking, what y'all seeing or whatnot. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna come back to the Pope Pivot indicator. We're gonna start off on the index. We're gonna work from there, guys. So I'm gonna have two lists of stocks. List number one is going to be those stocks that may potentially be, on their way out. List number two, those stocks that may potentially be on their way in. All right. Um, The ones that are potentially be on their way in, we're not really going to focus on that list tonight. We'll circle back around to that later on. Okay. All right. We're gonna start at the top of the list. Well, of course, as usual, we're not gonna do no financial. We're not gonna do any financial names tonight. All right. We're just gonna focus on the the usual suspects. Okay. Um, Good evening, Kenneth. Good evening. Good evening. Actually, give me 2 seconds, guys. If y'all want, y'all can kind of chop it up amongst each other real quick. Let me give me 2 seconds. And I'm back and I'm ready to go. And NetApp just paid a little dividend, a little something. Ain't nothing major, but they paid. That's what matters, right? They
Take all the points.
you just got yours too?
Yep.
Look at that. Cash. All right. So like I said, we're not gonna do any financials. We're gonna start at the top. We're gonna start with Sterling. We're gonna just we'll do financials another time. All right. So Sterling. And let me get rid of this. I got this open on another page. Wait, no, I don't. Why is it telling me I got this open somewhere else? Hold on. Let me just refresh. Oh, there we go. Like I said, we're gonna do as many as they allow us to do, guys. Um, Jimmy on retirement. I actually was running through some stocks earlier. I was looking at these. I have these like margin for error calculations and whatnot. Um, so we're gonna see how many stocks they let us run through here. Or we you know what, we might end up doing pro pivot all night because like I said, I did run some stocks earlier. I forgot about that part. So we might have to come back around to these tomorrow. Yeah, okay. We'll do the index tomorrow. We'll do the index tomorrow. So, like I said, I forgot I ran through some stocks earlier. We'll just start with the pro pivot and we'll go with that. All right. So, um, let me zoom in. I know some of us need me to zoom in here. Okay. So let's talk all the potential things that you may see. In the pro pivot indicator version 72, right? And in fact, I'll just go ahead and upload this to YouTube so that way y'all can run it back later, and you'll be able to check back on some of the things that we're talking about tonight. All right, I'm going to start with some things that some people may not know just yet. That is that number one, the 14-week high and the 14-week low. These are right the new retracements here. We was using the 50-day high and low. We decided to swap those out for the 14-week high and low. All right. This gives us a wider range to look at, and I wanted to do a volume profile, and it didn't make any sense doing a volume profile for the past like 60 days. Figured might as well, kind of line it up nicely there. All right. So that should be something that that helps out a lot, because now you'll have these levels that are more significant, over time. All right, and it's more likely to capture the wider range of the high and low. All right, everything else here is the same otherwise, except I did take away those midpoints. I felt like they could be replaced with something more useful, and that's where we got our keynote algorithm here. What's going on, Alicia? You heard that? The keynote algorithm. What do you think about it? The keynote? No? Still need to think about it, huh? It's a start. Cecily's laughing, so I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure it means we can still go back to the drawing board. I'm pretty sure. All right, so
Keynote has a ring to it.
the keynote algorithm. Who else thinks it has a ring to it? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? It just brings you all the. So okay, Cecily says no. I got one yes, one no. All right, how about this? Drop a bull emote in the chat on Twitch if you're all for the keynote algorithm. Drop a bear emoji in the chat on Twitch if you're a no for the keynote algorithm. We just talking about the name, not the algorithm itself, just the name. All right, let's keep going. So the next thing that's new here are your signals 1, 2, and 3. These 3 areas right here are brand new for version 72. All right. We're tired again. So now you're gonna notice, for the most part, you're gonna get PVT. That stands for pivot. Then it's going to be an H or an L, that's high or low. Then it's going to tell you what exactly happened. Was it a change of character? Was it a break of structure? If it's a break of structure, how many times have we seen a break of structure? It'll give you break of structure number 1, number 2, number 3, right? And it'll keep going, all right? Now, so your pivot high means that whatever you see here, your change of character, was to the upside, right? That means it broke the previous high. Your pivot low, change of character, means it was to the downside, it broke the previous low. All right. Now you'll also see from time to time, you'll see it says inside range. Oh no, Micron's on a breaker structure 3, which, by the way, from a Elliott wave perspective, right? I know Elliott wave was one of the first things that Prince talked about when he came in. So Prince, now that you can actually basically, it's almost like this is counting the waves for you, technically, you know, because you know each breaker structure would be considered another wave, right? So technically, if you get to wave 3, I mean, you're super extended. I'm not wave 3, but breaker structure 3, because your change of character technically was wave 1, right? Another time, another story, guys. Another time, another story. We won't get too deep into that, huh, Prince? That's a whole other one right there. But technically, well, Cecily's giving me eyeball emojis, Prince. So I don't know. I mean, you want to tap in on it, Prince?
Yeah, it's I guess, when people talk about breaker structure, keeping time being broken. So um wave 1, if you familiar with Elliott wave, that wave 1 would be the breaker structure, like you just said. So a lot of times the wave 1 should be higher than the wave 3, 4. So it's a certain thing you're supposed to break on the other side. So, but that might be getting too deep in it too. But for the most part, yeah, wave 1 is breaker structure.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, if we get into that, that's gonna be a whole other thing within itself. We'll end up having because basically, I'll break it down for y'all in a nutshell and I keep it really simple. Because what I'm saying is important, but I don't want to get too deep into it, because essentially it requires a deeper understanding. So you end up having to have a whole conversation of how to understand it. So I'm going to simplify it, right? Basically, Elliott Wave proposes that every move in the market is somewhat of an emotional cycle, right? And so there's like these euphoric periods where the market's just pushing and running um, to the upside, and then there are these more like pessimistic periods that goes against that. Now, um, basically, by the third push, and so for those that listen to Oliver Velez, like I tell you to, he usually talks about 3 pushes, right? By that third push, he's actually still talking similar to Elliott waves. By that third push, you've usually worn out your welcome, so to speak. By that third push, you've usually seen everybody that wants to get in is already in, and whoever's about to get in now is going to be late, and they're gonna get smacked. All right. Y'all ever watch them you ever watch them little smack games they be having? I don't know what they call it. What they call it? Slap games, whatever they call it. Yeah, you're gonna catch one of those. Buddy with the that viral video is going around, Buddy with the freaky beard and the haircut. He ain't got nothing but hair in the back of his head. That dude. Yeah, you gonna catch one of those. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's what's gonna happen when you jump in after you've already seen 3, 4. I mean, so this is technically the 4th breaker structure. We just call the first one a change of character. Do you understand? So me trying to buy Micron right now is just wow. You know, so that's basically all I'm saying here because you can see it says number 3. All right, so I made it that way so that way it warns you. So if you're looking at change of character or break of structure number 1, hey, more power to you. All right. When you get to 2, all right now, go ahead and handle your business, but watch out. You get to 3 and 4. You know, I'm not telling you there's nothing left in the tank. What I am telling you is pay close attention to what you're doing. Right? These are the moments where you want to wait for the pullback first and the confirmation that it's going to keep going. Stuff like that. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Let's see if we can find another one. So I'm going to see if I can find, let's see. So, and again, high means it, right? This is a break. It's a third break of structure to the upside. So pivot high, break of structure, number 3. So this is the third break of structure to the upside. H means to the upside, right? It's a high. It broke a pivot high, right? See if we can find y'all somebody else. Okay, well, this is a pivot low to the downside, change of character. We don't want that. Hmm. Change character. Yeah, so much.
A lot of traders wait to that first pullback he's talking about, because a lot of times when you see that push up off the low, you just wait for it to pull back down. So, come back down and look for entry at that point. So,
Mm-hmm.
That makes it real simple.
And that's why Elliott waves are meant to work with Fibonacci's. Because basically, when you get the pullback, then you say, okay, you get the pullback and you say, okay, let me see, how deep this pullback is. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I might do, Prince. I think I might.
When it did come back to so like say on a high time frame and you maybe scale down to a lower change so you can see the waves inside the waves. But whenever you get a wave 1, it pulls back to a wave 2 that's within that 5 waves within the wave 1. It pulls back to where that wave 2 is.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right. And so basically, the biggest premise that I know is like essentially, it should not result in a change of character to the other side. So in other words, it should never revisit the previous low. If you want to keep it that more simple from there, right? Like it can pull back, right? So I'm looking at QQQ right now. So now it's in the range, right? So now let's say I want you guys to imagine that this is supposed to be a new downtrend. Just imagine that. Okay. I'll leave it on the daily chart. So I want you to imagine this is supposed to be some new downtrend forming. You got your change of character right here. Okay. Now you're back inside the range. Okay. That's what they're basically telling you. Yeah, you're back inside the range. So this was the pivot low that you broke for the change of character. But now you're back inside the range that you just broke. That's what they're basically telling you. That's what inside range means. Now, if this is supposed to be some new downtrend, like Prince and I are talking about, from an Elliott wave perspective, then you should see, right, here. All right, that's what you should be seeing. All right, what you should not see is it gets over this point right here. Otherwise, then no, this is not what you're seeing, right? Now, this is why it's important to really pay attention to what causes what happened. I've seen too many people talk about how little they care about why. The charts. I don't care why. I'm just going to look at the charts. Why matters because why is going to determine if this is real or not. All right? Why is what determines whether or not you're going to break this high over here. And you don't want to be, oh, okay, cool. As soon as we get here, I'm selling. All right, y'all saw that pullback at some point today? Pull back all the way down to here. Only to close all the way back up here at the end of the day. And sure, you close off of the lows, but I'm just saying. Right? Why definitely matters. As Saint said in the chat, it matters. You know, so this happened just because of Donald Trump. So you got to change the character here, but you're already pulling back into the range. You didn't even get 2 candles outside of the range. That's something that you want to think about as well. Why are you watching him like that? Go. Go. Go ahead. Go about your life. Go, ma'am. Thank you. You can come up here. Why don't you come up? Anyways. So all right now. Let's go back over to the Pope Pivot Indicator. So that's what inside range means. So inside range is the same as saying you got your break instruction, now you're pulling back inside the range. You got your change of character, now you're pulling back inside the range. That's what inside range means. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand what I've explained so far?
Yes.
The range is, again, so you just broke a low or a high. Now you're pulling back below that low or high, or below that high, or above that low that you just broke. All right. So the range is between that high and low that was most recently set. Right. Whatever the most recent high and low was, you're back in between that. You're back in that range right there. All right. Does that make sense to you? All right. I know you get what I'm saying, but does it make sense to you? I want to make sure it makes sense to you. All right. I'm gonna explain it like this. I'm gonna use I'm gonna break it down one more time. Anisha, let me break it down one more time. All right. I'm gonna use these tools over here. Okay. So market starts to set some pattern here, right? Boom. Now right here is the base. Right here is the first high. You set a higher low. Boom. This is called a break of structure right here. This is your break of structure right here. Right? When you pull back before you move higher, this is you in the range. All right. So let me break it down. All right. So this right here, your higher high. Okay. This right here. All right. Well, actually, let me do this real quick. I'm doing like this instead. So right here, this would be your break. Oh, that's correct. Look at how nice that pullback was, Prince. You see it? I ain't even measure that. I didn't even measure that. Look at it. That crazy. It came right back to it. Now, you know what? You see it, Cecily. Don't hate.
Okay.
Don't hate. I didn't even measure that, man. Y'all saw it live. Y'all saw it live.
So you know you got that check.
You know? So this is your break of structure right here. Okay? So when you pull back inside the range, right? This right here. This is you coming back inside the range right here. This. That move right there, the one I'm pointing at. right? And the range we're talking about, this is the range we're talking about right here. I'm going to point out the range. We're talking about the range between this low right here and this high. That's crazy. And it was, never mind. Never mind. And it was 50%. Golly. And it was 50%. Man, stop. Damn. Rashawn, you see it. And it was 50%. So that's the range we're talking about, Anisha. So the range between the most recent low and the most recent high. You pulling back, you're in that range now. You're inside the range. Does that make sense to you now? Does it make more sense? Okay, cool. Right? And so, okay, here's why I'm making such a big deal about the 50%. Let me let me help you guys understand why I'm making such a big deal about that 50%. Because that's ideal. The ideal outcome is when it pulls back. Now let's go back over here. The ideal outcome is when it pulls back, right? That it actually pulls back to a certain amount. What I'm going to try to do, my next move, y'all, my next move is going to be, okay, oh, message, okay. My next move is going to be to try to get it to say inside range and give you the percentage. Hey, Prince, tell me that won't be killed. It tells you inside the range and how much you've retraced.
Yeah, because that's all that you need to know. Because that's important inside the range then too. Like you say, you're looking for that 50%, maybe 61.8 pullback from there.
Mm-hmm. So if you see it says you're in the range, it hits 50%, then it starts bouncing 30, 40%, 35%, 25%. Oh, you know what I mean? You know. And it's so if it hits 50 and bounces back above 20, guys, I will try my best to get that done. I promise y'all that if I get that done, that's going to be crazy because you will be able to tell how much inside the range you pull back and when it stopped pulling back and when it started to go back to the upside. That'll be key. I'm going to work on that, guys. Okay? I'm going to work on that. I promise you that. Let me write that down.
So that'll be like a dynamic Fibonacci tool?
Yeah, exactly. Crazy, right? You said it. A dynamic Fibonacci tool. See, this is why I need y'all. Y'all got to be telling me what to call stuff, man. See, y'all, thank you, Prince.
Yeah. Much dynamic, Mm-hmm.
The dynamic
wins.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're doing there.
So this is beautiful. I'm ignoring you. This is beautiful though, because while you were doing that, I'm thinking, oh, this is where Oliver would have us draw the lines for the probability. This thing is telling you right there, you don't have to.
You won't even need to.
You won't even need to. It's just right there.
And there'd be like, I don't know if you I think maybe incorporate like a relative volume too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you see this red point right here? See this red one? That's it. It's already there. So basically, right here. So let's say you pull back. It says you have 50%, and that 50% happens to line up with this level right here. That's your point of control. You already know where your point of control is in your high volume. We already know where all of it's at. It's crazy, Prince.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that, guys. I'll try my best. I don't want to mess it up trying to fix it. You know what I mean? It took me. Yeah, well, we're gonna have 72 for a while though. We're gonna have 72 for a while. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I kind of already had the thought to do that percent retracement thing a couple of times. It crossed my mind like 3 times today. And then just now, it basically just confirmed it. Like we need to do that. So those are all the signals there. So change of characters, break of structure, inside range. Those are all your character. Those are all your signals from this. Does anybody have any questions about this particular one before I move on to the 20 SMA joints? Any questions? Oh, I tell y'all what. Maybe at the end of tonight's session, if y'all want to stick around and give me maybe 20 minutes, I might try to get that done before we leave. I might try. I'll give it 15 minutes or so. I don't mind. I'll try. Okay. So doesn't look like anybody has any questions on this part. Okay. Wait, you said hello everyone, yes? Wait. Oh no, that must be you need to put the timestamps back in the chat.
Yeah, I don't even understand that part.
Why would you take the timestamps out? Just
They're like I couldn't even think of any. Like, what would be?
There's no reason.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything that would make sense outside of like trying to make it more incognito. But I don't know why you're going that route. But
so now, okay. For the 20 SMA, this is going to be very simple as well. All right. What's up, TJ? For the 20 SMA, it's going to be very simple as well. Rising, falling, flat. Rising, falling, flat. And it's literally exactly what you think it is. All right. Rising means the 20 MA is on the way up. Falling means the 20 SMA is on the way down. Flat meaning, right? It's in a sideways motion. It's not really going anywhere. All right. Now, okay. What we're going to try to stress over the next couple of weeks, we're going to try to stress that the buy the dip mentality, the limit order mentality. Let me say it like that. That's a better way to put it. What happened to Alicia? Where'd she go? The limit order mentality. Whenever we Alicia, are you on the Twitch?
I think she got something going on. She may not be back. She said she's gonna do the replay.
Okay. All right. No, because I remember she and I was talking about the limit order thing, right? So basically, the limit order mentality. We're going to talk about it from that perspective. Instead of saying buy the dip, we're going to say limit order. Because that's basically where the idea of the whole buy the dip comes from. Okay? It comes from the limit order mentality, which is a mentality that should be reserved. It's a mentality that should be reserved for moments in the market where the where the momentum is there. Right? So flat would mean the least amount of momentum. Okay? Rising would be, right, momentum to the upside. Falling would be momentum to the downside. So when you have a pullback in the market against a rising 20-day average, right, that allows you to do more limit order activity. Does that make sense to you guys? So I'm telling you, this is one of the main reasons I put this here. It's not just so you can know if the 20 is rising or falling. It's so that way you can do better at picking moments where limit orders are ideal.
Why are the limit orders ideal?
Limit orders are ideal in those moments because you get to take a you get to use a tighter stop loss, and in essence, that particular trade will lose you less money. Now, you may be more likely to lose relative to having a tighter stop loss if you take the same amount of a pullback into consideration, but you're risking less money. Okay, so typically, if I place a limit order, my stop loss is going to be tighter than if I waited for the breakout or the change of character. Does that make sense to you? I'm gonna use a wider stop loss on a breakout, because why would I get out of a breakout just because it pulled back 20% of the range, for example? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? But if I bought a limit, that limit might be equivalent to that 20% of the range, which ideally I'm not going to get out, at that point in time, right? But if I did a limit order, I probably would, because it would be equivalent. Like right now, you have 1.8% here, right, on the pullback. Well, I'm sorry, if it pulled back on the tight stop. Okay. So remember the other day we didn't get stopped out. Remember, we didn't get stopped out of the trade. Now we're still in it, right? Look at that. Beautiful stuff. All right, now, but that drop yesterday was 2.12%. So right out the gate, if we didn't, how do I put this? If we didn't have that wider stop loss, we'd have been done. All right. It pulled back just enough to get us out of the trade. Just enough. A little bit more than needed, but pretty much just enough. All right. 1.8 to 2.12. All right. So 0.3%. But that was the difference. Less than a day's range. Okay. Does everybody understand this logic? Again, we'll talk about this more, but the logic here is in a market where the 20 SMA is rising, you can actually buy the pullback more often instead of waiting for the bounce back. Right? In a market where the 20 SMA is falling, you could actually sell the rally, right, a lot easier than but that's a bear market mentality, though, right? The market has actually proved that it's in a sustained bearish trend before you want to start doing that. So that's the one thing you want to really be mindful of, please. All right? Don't start selling rallies unless a sustained bearish trend is there. All right? So that change of character needs to really stick, is what I'm saying. All right, now, right here below the 50 SMA, you see this one says bullish. You will have bullish, bearish, golden cross, death cross. Okay, bullish, bearish, golden cross, death cross. You have 4 things here. All right, let's go to Oracle real quick. All right, well, it says bearish now. It was a death cross. This will give you 9 days to identify a death cross. So that means, so the fact that it says bearish now says that the death cross on, says that the death cross on Oracle happened more than, it happened more than 9 days ago. Okay. So that's the beautiful part about that is it will take time. It will take the time to, it'll take the time to actually allow you to figure out that there's a death cross here. So it won't give you a death cross on the first day and then take it away. In other words, in which case you would never know what happened. But you will have 9 days, guys. 9 days. Let's go to Finviz real quick. I'm going to show you guys some things. Let's go to screener. Technicals. To the SMA. Cross above the 200. Airbnb with a golden cross. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let's see what I don't know. Maybe it won't work. Let's find out. Airbnb golden cross. You see it right there. Okay. You see it. It's your golden cross. This will be 9 days. So if we come back tomorrow, it'll still be there to remind you, hey, golden cross just happened. So now here's what's interesting, right? So, and this is why this is important. This is why this one is important. Here's why this is important. This is important because look what you have here. You have a pivot low, meaning a change of character to the downside. So what does that mean? Right? That means that there's a pretty big drop happening in Airbnb. But at the same time, you're getting a golden cross, which means you're pulling back towards the, there it is, towards the 200 MA. And if you get a bounce from there, you know what that means, huh? Right? Bounce off the 200 to do wonders for you. So if you get something like that, you get a crossover. There, okay, look at that. You see it. You see it. It's right here. There it is. So you already pull back. Boom. You start to get your bounce now. Boom. Your golden cross just happened. Everybody write down Airbnb. We're going to take a look at them tomorrow. We might take that trade. What's going on? It did bounce. It did bounce. Airbnb. Golden cross. So that means that right here is going to be another change of character. Y'all feeling that? You with me on that? It means this right here is going to be another change of character, but to the upside again this time. Okay? And would you look at that? It comes just, and look at that. Look at this. You clear this? What do you got up here? Look at this. What's up here? What's stopping you? What's up here stopping you? Nothing. Clear skies. All right? Did you guys see how I just filtered out I use one single thing from the Pro Pivot Indicator. I plugged it over there on Finviz. I brought it back over to the Pro Pivot Indicator, and voila, it made it all clear. Now, here's what's going to be interesting is finding out what our little friend Keynote has to say. Should we see what Keynote has to say? I'm afraid he's gonna be against me. He's gonna be like, dude, don't take that trade. That's what he's saying today, though. What was crazy was watching it change in front of our eyes earlier. That was wild. Like, it actually changed what it was saying while we were looking at it, guys. That was crazy. So, Airbnb is positioned above the weekly 133.58. Current price shows a 0.81 standard deviation from the, oh, shucks. Okay. This is to the downside, okay. From the 20 SMA. Okay. So I'm going to make sure this says above or below from now on. So current price shows a 0.81 standard deviation below the 20 SMA. That's what I wanted to say, right? The current price is 0.81 standard deviations below so that way, indicating moderate oscillation, right? Reflecting healthy market breathing. Come on, Cecily. You heard it. The market is breathing. This thing is really talking. Identifying a neutral consolidation following a pivot, change in character, structural trigger. And this setup is standard structural progression aligned with flat momentum. Wait for structural confirmation, which, what did I say to you guys earlier? When it says that means it's trying to tell you, wait for the change of character. What did I just tell you guys here? Incoming. What's incoming right here? What did I say is incoming right here? Change character. But it says wait for the structural shift, so we're going to listen to it. We're going to wait. But when that change of character happens, I know a guy. You may know him too. He going to be in there. Okay.
Nice swimwear.
Swimwear. I can't believe we're going to trade Airbnb. Whose man's is this? Which one of y'all did I catch this disease from? Point them out. And this will be my second time ever trading Airbnb. Second time ever. We actually called the downfall of Airbnb. Let's not forget that. Okay? We could have shorted it, but that ain't none of our business, is it? That ain't none of our business. We're going to mind our business. Okay? We're not going to let Airbnb come in here trying to get us to scrap for snacks. But this one looks good, though. This one looks good. Anybody down to trade a little Airbnb when it happens? Anyone? Drop a rocket in the chat if you want to trade some Airbnb when it happens. NASDAQ up 0.4% right now. So tech has got to be paying us off right now. Pretty dope. Okay. Does everybody understand these logics here? Does everybody understand these logic here? Oh, and man, this new study guide is gonna be crazy, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. Because from now on, like I said, I'm gonna be putting together study material instead of so instead of like a instead of a study guide, from now on I'm putting together study material. So that's going to allow me to just kind of break it down into like smaller bite-size pieces, right? So I might do I might put together some study material specifically for market structure, some study material specifically for the rising versus the falling 20 SMA and limit orders. You know what I mean? Like these are gonna be more like little bite-sized things, that you can print out, 1 or 2 pages. It's gonna be pretty dope. We'll say 2 to 5 pages. We'll go 2 to 5 pages. Much smaller bits, and I'm gonna have them all uploaded into to where the Pope Pivot indicator is. Oh, speaking of that, when you guys got the Pope Pivot indicator today, was that study guide still attached to it, or was it not there?
It was not there.
So once you already downloaded it, once it already came, it already came. But when I just uploaded that new one, y'all just got that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be good, y'all. This is gonna be good. So that means somebody that buys a new one gets all the old material, y'all. But somebody that already downloaded the material, you know if something is new or not. Oh, okay. Oh man. They should have never told us that. It's about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. What did it say to you? Like, what did the email say? If you don't mind me asking, please.
Let me look it up now.
Okay, thank you.
The one that you just sent today, or
Yeah, the one that had the PDF that I just sent before I started the session.
yeah, it just says a new version of your download is available, and then trading setups explain market psychology PDF.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, Nisha, ready for this? Imagine if I could put a video in the PDF.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That'd be crazy, right? If I could
Yeah.
upload a little video. Wait, whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I start doing subscription based.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. But hey, but in the future it's gonna cost more.
They don't want that subscription based.
Well,
My name, Judy.
Airbnb, huh?
What was that?
Go ahead. You gonna say something? You saying Airbnb?
Just peep that and zoomed out weekly, man, and it's yes, that's
It's looking good. Okay.
yeah.
Just in case y'all didn't think I know how to code, hold on, watch out now, chill out.
Looks like a lean inverse head and shoulders. Looks like one of the cleanest inverse head and shoulders I've seen on a weekly.
Let me go check that out real quick. Oh, yeah, I can see it from here. Ooh, I can see it from here. There it is. Blow, 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 and then blow. Now, so once we break this, it's over with.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a neck, though. That's a giraffe. Those giraffe shoulders. He's begun saying.
What's study?
Them's giraffe shoulders. Oh, goodness. Hey, I appreciate that, Prince. Okay, y'all heard it here first. Prince done found the Head and Shoulders. You see it? Let me go to the weekly, y'all. Let me show it from the weekly. There it is. There it is. They had a Quasimodo right here, Prince. It paid off. Look at Cecily.
Check out I can't even see what you're showing in at though. Did you go back as far as August of 24?
Yeah. This is 2023 right now. They had a Quasimodo right here. August of 2024. I'm right here. Boom. So yeah. So this is the one you're talking about. The one you're talking about starting in August. Boom. 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 That's the one from August, right?
Right.
The one I'm talking about is right here. You know, they had that irregular right here. So
Oh yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Right? They call them Quasimotos. The hunchback. You know what I'm saying? The one shoulder. The lean with it, rock with it.
Yeah, that too looks like you're getting in on the wave 3-2 on the weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nice one.
Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna do all that, y'all. So don't go expecting that. That was my mouse got stuck. Okay, it ain't going all the way up there. Relax. They're like, he said it was going off the screen. And he said we love giraffes. Yeah. I don't know why my mouse does that sometimes. It just gets stuck on the marker. Got me out here looking like I'm trying to say this thing going to the schmoon. Let's see what let's see what it says about a death cross. Let's see if I can find a death cross real quick. Below. Let's find somebody we like. I know that's harsh, right? It's okay. They'll be all right. Hey, these funds right here, these mutual funds right here, Prince, used to be hit. Well, let me tell you. They used to hit. Look at that. 7.5% dividend. Slapper. Still up. Okay. Go to the monthly. Yeah. Okay. Say they went from $10 to $22 over this period of time right here. So I think I got mine for like $8 and some change. So you know. You know. Anyway, let me leave that alone. Let's keep going. Well, let's do states. No, wait, what? No, what is that? Oh, dang. Blink charging. Wow. I ain't gonna do it. Boy, charging stations just never worked out, huh, Cecily?
Sure didn't.
It has never worked out. Charge point, oh, little stinky Buddha behind. Ain't give us nothing. Nerve. But see, this is why you get out when you're supposed to. Yes, Yolanda, there's a study guide for this PPI. There's a full study guide for it. But I just uploaded a new one that's more like just some study material for some of the new things that you're looking at. It's more so based on the like what you're going to see in the other one. But I'm going to be uploading a new study guide soon. You got to be watching for those uploads. When it says that new material is uploaded from now on, sometimes that material might be sometimes that material might be a study guide. All right. Or a new version of your, that might be a study guide sometimes. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy good. Let's do Etsy. Come on, Etsy. Let's talk about it. Is there a death cross on Etsy? Did I just say Etsy? Etsy. Dear God. No, it's bearish. It says it's bearish. So that means the death cross has been there for more than 9 days. That's one of them dry, stale death crosses. All right, you know what? Come on. We ain't got time for this. Sort by market cap, please. Microsoft had a death cross. Ain't no way. Microsoft had a death cross?
I don't believe that.
Hey, that's what it says. It says the 50 is below the 200, 50 cross below the 200. And Microsoft is down 2.3% today. Look at that. Every time we turn around, one of these folks is trying to drag us. Death cross. There it is.
Oh my goodness.
You got to watch out. Got to watch out. Now I'm showing y'all something vital tonight now. Just look for the death crosses and you know what I mean? Look for those. These can be really crucial trades. Of course, I'm not shorting Microsoft, so we're not even going to go there. I just wanted to read what the AI had to say, what the algorithm had to say, not AI, what the algorithm had to say. Distinction, right? Why is this even considered an algorithm? Right? Okay, let me show y'all something real quick. I think I've said this to you guys before, but just in case some of you guys weren't here, how many of you guys knew that Google Maps is actually an algorithm? You did like actually knew that so Google Maps is an algorithm. Who knew that? Did y'all know that? Who's just hearing that for the first time? Put a 1 in the chat if you're hearing that for the first time. That Google Maps is an algorithm. Put a 1 in the chat if you're hearing that for the first time. I'm gonna explain that kind of algorithm. Okay, who we got there? Okay. Good evening. We just gonna call you Wealthy. Good evening, Wealthy. All right. So let me explain this whole concept of Google Maps as an algorithm. Let me explain to you there are different types of algorithms. Okay, you have sorting algorithms. Right? You have brute force algorithms. You have these different types of algorithms that exist, right? Now, the type of algorithm that Google Maps is it's a type of algorithm that goes out and tests every single route and then comes back with the best route. That's an algorithm. So the reason Google Maps is able to tell you the best route is not because it just knows, it's not programmed. Y'all hear me on that? It's actually not programmed. Google Maps is not programmed, meaning like when you say, okay, I'm gonna put in the address I'm going to, right? And Google Maps says, here's the fastest route. They didn't know that when you first told it where you were going. They didn't know that then. But every time you type in an address, it actually goes and it actually, just in the speed of light, it's going and it's taking every single road to where you're going. Every road, every possible route, Google Maps travels that route. and then it comes back and tells you this was the fastest route. Okay, that's an algorithm. Now, let's say it turns out that there's construction somewhere, right? So Google Maps will then say, oh, there's construction there. What's the fastest way around that construction? And it will do that. Okay? If you miss your turn, when you miss your turn and Google says rerouting, notice how it says that? It says rerouting. That's because it's now going and traveling all the routes that's beyond where you just missed your turn. And then coming back and saying, okay, since you missed that turn, here's the new fastest route. Ah, it's an algorithm. Okay, so watch this. Right? What type of algorithms do, right? So a combination of powerful algorithms, primary variance, right? Dijkstra's algorithm and a search algorithm, right? The search algorithm to find the shortest and fastest routes by treating roads as graphs. That's what they do. Treat it as graphs with nodes, intersections, and edges. Roads rated by distance or time, but also incorporates machine learning, graph neural networks, and real-time data analysis for traffic, personalized suggestions, and accurate map creation. Right. So Dijkstra's algorithm finds the shortest path from a starting point to all other points in a graph, forming the base for calculating routes. Okay, this is all Google Maps is. Right, sorting algorithms, like what do they do? They take, so let's say I dump in front of you, right? Let's say I dump in front of you a whole basket filled with what do people have as sorting out back in the day? Name something that people had you sorting out back in the day. They say sort this out, and it'd be a bunch of it. Like, well, I'll just keep it. I'll keep it simple. Let's say let's say you dumped out a pack of Skittles, and you wanted to sort it out by color. Sorting algorithms, here's what they do. This is the craziest thing that I learned. And I learned this in one of my design classes, actually. Was it design class? Or it might have been one of my finance classes. Either way. It's crazy, right? Did you guys know this? That actually, if somebody gives you, if you had a ton of things to sort, it actually takes less time the more piles you break it into. Most people try to bring everything into one pile and start sorting it from there. Wrong answer. It would actually take you a ton less time to sort if you actually broke it into multiple piles. That's what a sorting algorithm does. A sorting algorithm breaks things into the biggest, the biggest group of that it can possibly break it into without, overdoing it. So let's say I gave you 1,000 parts, you broke it into 2 parts, 500 and 500, it'll be easier to sort. Break it into 250, four sets of 250, easier to sort. So you just break it down until to a point where it's like, okay, this is best. So now if I say, so let's say I had, what's easier to sort out, right? A group of 50 or a group of 10? A group of 10, right? So I have 50 things to sort out. I split it into 5 groups of 10. Or 10 groups of 5, let's say 10 groups of 5, all of a sudden, it's easy. I can say, okay, this here, this here, this here, this here. So let's say there was 5 colors in each group. Then it's easier for me to sort those out and pluck and move it away, right? With the smaller group of 5. Now all I have to do is say put green with green, put red with red, put yellow with yellow, put boom, boom, boom. And I've sorted things out. And so if they gave both of us something to sort out, I would finish way longer than you, way before you got done if you were sorting it out from the whole pile. Because you're just picking stuff out one by one and trying to, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. right? I'm going to just break it into 10 different piles and sort each pile out, and then take whatever is the same from each pile and bring those together. That's a sorting algorithm. So there's all types of different algorithms that exist, right? So that's why what we created here is considered an algorithm. What does it do, right? It does sorting and mapping, right? So it starts by sorting everything out. Look, I'll show you. Look at this. Look at the different piles. Sorted, 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 sorted. It sorts everything out first. Look at all these. These are all the different possible scenarios. These are all the different possible actions you can take based on those scenarios. These are all the different standard deviations that you can, have going through, right? These are all your different contextual phrases. And these are all the areas where you can start to map out so basically it sorts everything out, then it brings it back together. It's a sorting algorithm and a mapping algorithm, right? Because it actually goes from the bottom to the top, and it says, well, we have to start here. Let me run through this quickly. Go run through this quickly. Boom. And it says, well, which one of these best fits with the condition that we're in? Structural progression, a trap pattern, which best matches the condition. And you see here it says positioned above, right? Or stalling below. Right? Now watch this. I can say this. All right? Position below. All right? Or I can say trading below. And trading above. Right? You see right here, it said positioned above before, right? See right here, it said positioned above. Y'all can see that still before I actually click off of the screen. So position above, right? Boom. Now it's trading above the weekly S2, right? Because it's just mapping things out and it's just sorting it. It's sorting it out and then mapping it. So I sort everything out, then I put a map to it. Now it just feeds its way through the map to figure out what to fit where. Right? So if I change something, it doesn't change the algorithm at all. The algorithm will always do exactly what the algorithm is doing, no matter what. That will not change. Right? So that's why this in itself is an algorithm. NT ways. Does anybody have any questions about what we learned tonight? Oh, and get this, Cecily. They said that our algorithm, the one that I'm talking about right now, incorporates statistical pattern matching or statistical arbitrage logic. Interesting.
Very nice.
I just asked it, what type of an algorithm do we have? Interesting. pretty interesting. By the way, shout out to is that Charcuse Crewmite? Or Cremiti? Call him Cremiti. Shout out to you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all want me to do y'all want me to try to pull off that thing real quick of getting the getting the market structure tool. Y'all want to try? Okay. Anisha already gave the thumbs up. Let's try this real quick. Let's try this. Okay. So let me see here. I think I can get it done in no time. Later, Yolanda. I don't think it's gonna take me no time at all. Let me see if I can get this done. Okay.
You said that the last time it took over an hour.
Nah. This one. Hey, and I'm appalled. I'm on my Kanye right now. I'm appalled.
He's taken aback.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm on my thinking game right now. I'm thinking, right? So
And we have the gumption and wherewithal to accuse him of going longer than an hour.
We know.
The unmitigated gall.
y'all are something else.
You see, Yolanda ran out of here.
Y'all, what? Watch this. Clock on.
Listen,
Put a stopwatch on. I don't want to hear nothing now. Put a stopwatch on. Put a stopwatch on. You the stopwatch lady. You can't leave. You the stopwatch lady.
no, I'm not. That was Terrence's job, and he's not here.
So y'all ain't gonna time this. So y'all gonna talk about my time, but y'all ain't gonna time it.
Mojo's going. Morning, Moji.
Yolanda. Anisha said hers is going. Hold on. Oh shoot, hold on. You could have said you started it.
Time.
Okay. So what I want to do here, right? I want to focus on the inside range. I want to add to that signal the percentage. Okay. Can I get it in one try? What y'all think? If I was using ChatGPT, it probably wouldn't work, huh?
It would have worked.
Mm-hmm.
You would have been done by now.
Ooh, I think I got it. What's up? I think I got it already. That's right. I said and they're gonna give me extensions. Yeah, that's right. You ready? Y'all ready for this? I think I got it already. 3, 2, 1. Error. God Lord. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute, wait. And I need to go to QQQ anyway. Cecily, stop laughing. Okay.
This process is going to be meticulous.
Hey, Prince, don't say stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm saying, I'll be up sometimes, man, till we hours in the morning, man, trying to get stuff.
But don't say that, man. Like, they already doubting me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I don't even need to do anything. I already know where the error came from. Cause your boy know how to code like that. Hold on, watch this. I got you. Watch this, Prince. They gonna stop doubting me today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it. Huh?
1,000%.
1,000%.
Yeah, I can. Cool. I ain't gonna say nothing. I do take SQL course, but SQL course, but
So just like that, I reviewed the code and I found the line that. So see the line I just took out? Look, I just took out a line. See the line I just took out right there? Now, if I'm right, that is the line that's breaking the code. How many seconds am I in? Well, minutes. Like I'm gonna say minutes because she gonna remind me it's minutes. 4 minutes?
1 minute.
Stop playing. What are we doing? You see it. You see it.
Did it work?
Yes, it did. Look, it says 11%.
I
What?
I was about to say, you don't see it. Okay, I need to take, so we don't need any text. I'm gonna take the text off. Let's take the text off here. Let's get rid of the text. We don't need any text. Let's hope I don't break it now, huh? I'm about to break it, ain't I? I'm about to break it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Nope. This right here is what I need to take off right here. Let's get rid of this. There it is. Bingo. Now I need to watch this. So let's see. Let's go and code this up here. That's right. Like I said, we code, man. You know what I'm saying?
I see, man. You on it. I see.
So we're gonna say and one of them right there. I gotta put it in quotations, I believe. Let's quote that up. Yeah, I was coding before AI came around. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Boom. You saw that? Look, we just added a bracket. You see that? Hold on. Let me go back. See that? See that? See the bracket was missing? Flat out. Put the bracket in there. That's what we do. 11% retracement, baby. This is an 11% retracement. And it will let us know if we got an extension. That's right. Wait, you're supposed to stop the clock already.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yep.
Thank you. Cecily, you got anything to say now? Huh? You was going to bed a second ago. Huh? No. I'm saying you was like, oh, he gonna take so long. I'm gonna be in bed by then.
Will recognize. 6 minutes. I recognize.
All right. I'm just checking. I'm just,
She only can go off past practice.
Oh,
That we had precedent.
that's what we doing.
If FYI, I have been silently supporting you all this time, D.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't.
Our therapist.
No, she ain't. It's fine. She's fine.
Wow. Why she gotta be kissing behind? You know what I'm saying? You know why she can't be a trooper? You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to her, emoji. Don't listen to her. You know what I'm saying? We got this, man. We got this, man. You know what I'm saying? We all we got. You know what I'm saying? CMB. Ain't nobody messing. You know what? See, now she done look. That's what's happening. Let them turn you up. Let it turn you into the other side, man. Golly. Let's see if we can find a 50% retracement real quick before we close out.
Yes, please.
Did XLK have a? They didn't have a change of character, did they? I think they did. Oh yeah, no, I think they did. Hold on. How much of a retracement is this? %12. Oh, that's crazy because that matches the QQQ, right? Oh, IWM. Oh hell no. Yeah, they that's yeah. IWM say they're not playing that game. Okay, what about Dow Jones? 30% retracement. Okay, look at that. That's decent. That is decent. Inside range, 30%.
So when do we enter?
Huh?
When do we enter? When it's at what percentage?
We're looking for 50%. But no, okay. So all right. So let's say so we looking for the move up, right? Looking for the move up and then the retracement back 50%. We're not looking for the move down and then retracement back up 50%. Don't look for that. That one you might get caught on that one. Don't be looking for up and then back 50. That's what we're looking for. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you're looking for confirmation off of that 50% too. So be mindful of that. But I don't know though. I don't know that 30% looking suspect. I'm gonna have to double check that. But either way, it's a good start. It's a good start, right? It's a good start. Oh no, actually. Oh. Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Later. Okay. 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 I'm gonna have to test one more thing. But we good though. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Don't change the time. We good. It was 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Don't go editing the time now. We good. We got it. We did it. Error. Okay. Huh. So notice it says recovery now. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. So identify active bullish trend following a recovery, 30% from the low. Interesting. Hmm.
So is that a 70% pullback?
No, it's 30% back into the previous range. I'm trying to get it to measure from the actual low it set towards the high it fell from. See, I'm getting that. I'm trying to get it to measure that. They tripping right now.
Or you have it as a what time? Like, is it referencing a time frame?
It's a daily,
Maybe, yes.
but I'm focusing mainly. It's going to focus mainly on the price. Sure. Let's go all the way back. All the way back. Let's try this one more time.
Oh, the clock is still going.
How many minutes?
Close to 20.
All right, get ready to stop it at 20. Because this is it. This is it. This is the one.
I mean, actually close to 30.
Close to 30. You
Yeah, I calculated wrong. Yeah, close to 30. 2 more minutes or 30 minutes.
that's a big difference.
My bad, yeah.
So now we know we gotta take at least 10 minutes off of her clock. There it is. There it is. There it is, Prince. 89%. There it is. Okay, let's double check this now. QQQ. Okay. So if this was the most recent high right here, let me see something real quick. Setting. Oh, didn't we? No. All right, stop the clock, Anisha. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. We're gonna give up for the night. I'm gonna try it later. I'm gonna try it later. Or should I try it one more time? Let's try one more time. Let's try one more. Okay.
Good night.
Huh?
I'm signing off.
Huh?
Night.
He tried. Tried.
Huh.
See, that's how tired I am. It's just 20 minutes now.
um.
Try it with some sleep tomorrow. And like, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
Hmm.
He's not gonna sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this all night. Gonna be out. So, see, most
Yeah. She don't.
weren't around for the all nighters. So he's like, just
Yeah.
20 minutes, and then it's
No, I was for that. That was for some of
You
that.
remember ghetto roll call and all that?
Up till 3 a.m. for no reason. No.
Oh, no. That where we stayed till the sunrise. Yeah.
Even if I did, I probably blocked it out, thankfully.
But that was ghetto roll call to see if you were asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah. So have fun. I'm turning in.
All right. Well, you about to miss it because I'm getting it this time. So.
Okay. I'll hear the legend. I'll read about it tomorrow. All right, can't wait to hear about it.
Nah, we ain't even spreading the news. We ain't even spreading the news, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm deleting it from the video too. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. All right, let's see here. Okay. But that was definitely closer though. So that 80% is definitely closer because they did what I wanted them to do, but they didn't quite do it right.
I'm giving you 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Watch this. All right, cool. She thinks she got me by saying 2 minutes. Watch this. 2 minutes. Count it up. This is it, baby. This is it. Hmm. I know this is it. Watch out. Yeah, emoji. 2 minutes. Yeah. You watch. It's coming.
Don't be pulling your time away.
No,
You're not getting no seconds back for all your
Oh, no. We done. Watch this.
Okay.
Do a little editing, blah, blah, split it out.
Okay. Watching.
Split it out, split it out, right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Little razzle dazzle. 92%. All right, I give up. It's over with.
Yes.
Yeah, we going to bed. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
My God, how could you do this to me? Huh? All right, I'll catch y'all later. What's up, Tiffany? You just came just in time to watch me fail. I failed. I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow morning, guys. Everybody be blessed. Stay well. We'll talk soon. Later.